Greetings everyone, this is Jed Shlackman. I'm a spiritual energy healer and holistic counselor in Miami, Florida. In this short video clip I will be covering the topic of keeping yourself centered and protected while doing healing work. What you'll hear and learn in this video actually applies to your everyday life as well, not only to doing healing work or energy work. Since we are spiritual and energetic beings who are interacting with the energies of other people as well as other energies in our environment on a daily basis. So learning to keep your energy whole and complete and coherent will help you in any situation or any environment, not solely in the situation where you're doing some type of healing work with other people. We have this awareness that when we're healers, we tend to be compassionate and empathetic and maybe even sympathetic with the people that we are assisting. It's important to understand what those concepts refer to. So if we're being sympathetic, we're going into the same vibrational resonance or frequency as the person that we're sympathizing with or feeling sympathy for. Having that sympathy is often not really healthy for us. We can have compassion for others, we can have empathy for them, we can understand what they are going through, what suffering may be occurring for them, but we don't want to take that suffering into ourselves. If we do that, we're not helping that other person, we're not helping ourselves. We're just, in a sense, adding to the suffering. Therefore, as a healer, you can set the intention to be a conduit or channel for divine light or healing energy to flow through you and to support and assist that other person in whatever way or manner they are ready to receive that. You are not attached to the outcome. You are not taking upon yourself the burden or responsibility for healing or fixing another person. You are just being a facilitator, allowing yourself to be a conduit for that healing energy. When we let ourselves be in this more balanced or neutral state, then we are protecting ourselves. We are setting a boundary, setting that guideline for ourselves to not take upon the energies of that other person, to not take their pain or suffering or sickness or whatever it might be into ourself. That is not necessary, and it's not the best way to go about doing healing work. Ideally, we're letting that higher power come through us. We are seeing ourselves as in unity or harmony with the divine and allowing that other person to receive that energy or frequency of health and wholeness, but we can't force them to. We can only be aware of that flow of energy as it comes through us and have that positive wish or intention to be of assistance for the other person. It's also important to work on our own self-healing, to work on bringing our own energy into balance and harmony, and to come to a place where we are not judging or condemning whatever is occurring for another person or in the world around us, where we can be more of a neutral observer. We may have discernment, we may see what is more desirable what is more preferable, what is healthier. Yet we are not in resistance to whatever happens to exist in any moment. We recognize that there is a higher purpose, a greater divine plan for all that is manifesting in creation. By bringing ourselves into that neutral or balanced awareness, by not being in a state of resistance or any negative reaction to things, then we don't get easily pulled down or dragged down into lower vibrational states. We're able to keep ourselves tuned in to that divine source. And when we are in that state of alignment with the divine, tuned in to the source of creation, to what you might call God or the Great Spirit, then we are healthy and whole within ourselves, and we can share that vibration, that healing energy with others to whatever extent they are ready to tune into that, to receive it for themselves. Those of us who are naturally drawn to the healing arts often have this tendency to over-empathize with others, to feel the pain or suffering of others and want to be of help, to assist them. Healers are often inclined toward self-sacrificing, giving away their time and energy to benefit others, sometimes at the expense of their own health, their own energy, and their own well-being. This is sort of an archetypal pattern or tendency. And while it's admirable, it's honorable to wish to be of service and to help others, we do need to learn that balance, that boundary, to also value ourselves. In some metaphysical teachings, there are references to the idea of service to self versus service to others. This is a prominent concept in the Law of One teachings. So if we consider that ultimately all is one, there ultimately isn't any separation between self and other, then serving self and others is equally important. There needs to be a balance. If you look at that external illusion and focus on serving others too much, then you may end up neglecting yourself. And conversely, if you focus only on yourself and forget that everyone else, everything in the world around you, is connected to you, is an extension of the same source, then you may end up harming or hurting others as you neglect them and focusing too much on your seemingly individual self. Therefore, it's important to learn to see the whole, to find the balance between your needs and the well-being of others. Often when we have some type of distressing or traumatic experience in our life, we develop certain skills or tendencies which are designed to protect us, to give us some type of forewarning of any potential harm that might be around us. When we do that, we may become ungrounded. We may be projecting our awareness in a more intuitive or psychic manner, projecting our consciousness into the energy field, into the etheric realms that are surrounding us, so that we can alert ourselves to what's going on there. However, when we become overly focused in that way, we may detach ourselves too much from the physical plane. We may not have enough of our energy fully present, fully anchored here in this particular moment this particular place in time and space. So learning to center and ground ourselves actually helps anchor our energy, and that allows us to have a more solid, coherent energy that isn't so easily influenced or affected by other energies around us, whether it's energies of other people's emotions or intentions, or electromagnetic fields and man-made frequencies around us. When we're able to have our own energy centered, fully grounded, fully whole and coherent, then we are stronger, we're not as vulnerable, not as over or hypersensitive to those environmental energies. Therefore, when we heal whatever past traumas we've had, when we learn to handle any stresses or challenges that we go through, and we're able to bring ourselves into that state of centeredness, then we support our own health and well-being, and we also empower ourselves even further as a conduit or facilitator for healing. These are important ideas to be aware of for those who are in the healing arts, whether you're doing Reiki or massage or some type of energy healing, or you're a counselor, a social worker, a psychotherapist, a physician or doctor of some kind. People are coming to you with the desire to receive some type of help or healing, and it's a possibility that you might try to give too much of your energy, too much of your reserves or resources to help them. We do need to find this balance and keep ourselves centered so that we maintain our own health and well-being as we provide service and assistance to others. I hope that this discussion has given you some valuable insights, some tips to help you. For those that would like to explore these topics further, to learn more about healing, about spirituality and metaphysics, I invite you to visit my website at www.phinsights.com. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Jedi Holistic Healing. I appreciate each of you for taking a bit of your time to watch this video. I would like to wish everyone a wonderful day. Namaste.